about interrogative words, question words, okay? Like que and como and cual and donde, okay? Anytime a question starts with one of those words, we're trying to elicit information, okay? I want you to give me something, all right? What is your name? Como te llamas? All right, I want your name. De donde eres? All right, where are you from? I want you to tell me where you're from. Okay, donde está Tyler? All right, I'm looking at Peyton. Where is Tyler? All right, I want to know why he isn't in class today. All right, but sometimes questions that we ask, all they require is either yes or no. That's it. Okay? What's yes in Espanol? What's no in Espanol? No. Yeah. So I could ask, and I'll do it in English first. You know, I could ask Elise, do you work tomorrow? All right? And all she has to say is, yeah, or yes, or no. Okay? Do you have a pen? All right? Yes. No. Okay? Do you speak English? Si. No. Okay? Boom. That's it. I mean, obviously you can elaborate, but those are basically just yes or no questions. Okay? Now, in Espanol, hopefully you've noticed by now, all right? What do all questions in Espanol start with? Yes, the upside down question mark, all right? And there's a reason for it, okay? And it actually has to do with yes or no questions, all right? The reason why is because in Espanol, the word do or does not exist, okay? Do you work tomorrow? Okay? Do you have a pen? Do you speak English? Okay? Does he have a book? All right, sorry, I had to use does. Okay? There is no word like that in Spanish. Okay? You do not translate that. All right? So, what we do in Espanol is, okay? Is we do that, and this basically takes the place of do or does, okay? So, because without it, I'm telling Elise, you work tomorrow, okay? Like maybe I'm her manager and I'm telling her, all right, you're scheduled tomorrow, trabajas mañana, okay? But, all right, with a question mark there, even though it literally just says you work tomorrow, all right, this is now translated as, do you work tomorrow? Okay, because that's right there. Okay, I think I asked Carson, tienes una? I'm going to go with pluma. It's just easier for me. Okay, tienes is do you have? Okay, so, you know, tienes una pluma. All right. Just like that, it literally means you have a pen, all right? But if you add the question mark, all right, at the beginning, it now becomes do you, all right? And I think I asked Josh, hablas inglés? Sorry, don't know why that blue's there, okay? That's literally just you speak English, okay? But, inverted question mark, do you? Okay? Because once again, this doesn't exist. So I'm going to erase it. Okay? Now, this is perfect for written Spanish. Okay? But what happens with spoken Spanish? Okay? Because I can't say, hey Josh, inverted question mark, hablas inglés. All right, I mean, I can, it just sounds stupid. Okay? This is the only time in Espanol that you have to focus and think about pitch and tone. Typically, when you say this, and this is another reason why, okay, the inverted question mark is there, because if you're having to read it out loud, when you see this, you know that you need to end the sentence on a rising tone, okay? So, if I'm asking Elise if she works tomorrow, ¿trabajas mañana? Gracias, all right? As opposed to, ¿trabajas mañana? All right? I'm telling her, you work tomorrow? ¿Trabajas mañana? Do you work tomorrow? Okay? Hey, Carson, ¿tienes una pluma? All right, yeah, that's a question. As opposed to, I'm like, Carson, ¿tienes una pluma? All right, you have a pen, don't lie. All right, I see it right there. Okay? Or, once again, con mi amigo Josh, ¿hablas inglés? Sí. Sí. Okay? As opposed to, dude, hablas inglés. All right? I know you speak English. Okay? So yeah, the inverted question mark, number one, replaces the do or the does in written Spanish, but the inverted question mark when you're speaking, and especially if you're reading something out loud, it lets you know that, oh, I gotta change my voice a little at the end of the sentence. Okay? And so I tell students to practice this, because you can like, I don't know why, I can't do it without moving my hands sometimes, so, you know, hablas inglés? All right, do you speak English? I've seen some students like, I have to tilt my head. I'm like, I know, you know, trabajas mañana? You know, like, okay. So if you have to get the body into it, está bien. Okay? So, now, I've actually had students ask, so then why do we have it on, like, you know, ¿Dónde está Michaela? You know? Because I could literally just say, ¿Dónde está Michaela? You know? Because the word donde is already a question word. And I'm like, because it would be way too confusing to be like, okay, if it's a yes or no question, you have to do the question mark. But if it's just a question for information, then you don't have, too many rules. All right, let's just make all of them like that, okay? But the reason why is because do or does doesn't exist in Espanol, okay? So if you look on 1-26, okay, number 3 and number 7, no, number 3 and number 7, yeah, don't work for this exercise. So